organization in our movement. So everything else that we do is open, it's not a secret. And what is open is that we want to start a political movement which will be registered as a political party to contest elections and overthrow the government of the ANC, the government of the DA, and the government of these other small parties that are in government now, and institute in place a revolutionary government. That is exactly what we are going to do. That is not a secret. That is the process that we are engaging in. But what we have announced, comrades, is that before we finalize and institutionalize this movement as an organization, we should speak to all the people of South Africa so that they can have input as to what should be the nature and character of this movement. There are certain principles and values that already we have ring-fenced and say that this will define us. But we want this to be necessarily a people's movement. That is why yesterday, in the village where I was born and bred, and we are happy to announce that the people of Mahonisi said that please go ahead and constitute Maibuye as a revolutionary movement. And we also had discussions with the traditional royal leaders and pastors from different villages of Collins Chabane municipality. And them too said that we don't understand why you are even asking us whether we must start a political movement or not, because you must go and do it. We're going to give you our full support. And this morning we had a very fruitful discussion with Shilunga Wavumbi Riminga, Hosiminga, whose heritage and family as one of the dynasties or kingdoms here in the province of Limpopo have played a very important role in political development, but also in community development. And we had a very fruitful discussion as to how we move forward. And as always, we also gained confidence and wisdom as to just what we should do. Now, comrades, we are going to listen to all of you today. But to speak about organizational process, what I wish should be the outcome of our engagements today is that we must have shape from all the 22 sub-regions. We must know who are Maibuye people in all the 4 sub-regions of Capricorn. So we must know in Blueberg as to who are the people that are our points of contact. We must know in Lepelle Kumpi as to who is our point of contact. In Mulemole, who is our point of contact. Here in Pulukwane, there must be presence of Maibuye. In Mopani, we should know who are the people that we should interact with. Understand the provincial treasurers from Palabura. There must be proper presence in Palabura, in Greater Guyana, in Greater Letaba municipality, in Greater Tsanin, in Maruling as well. We need solid presence in all the sub-regions of Skukune. We need to have a structure of Maibuye Africa in Elias Mutsalidi, in Ephraim Mokhale, in Fetahomo Tubatse municipality, and Makudu Tamar. We also need to have a solid presence of the movement in Vembe, in Makado, in Musina, in Tulamela, and Collins Chabane municipality. We also need strong presence of Maibuye in Bela Bela, in Lepalale, Mudumule Mukhopung, in Mkhalakwena. the deputy coordinator of the province comes from Kgalakwen and also in Tabazimbi. There are so many wrong things which the mining corporations are doing in Tabazimbi and also in Lephalale. And the people of Lephalale and Tabazimbi have not been having any fighting instruments to fight their battles. The same in Sekhukhune. There are so many exploitative things that are done by the mining corporations there. And the people do not have a defense mechanism. So my buoy must be a defense mechanism, must be a fighting instrument in the hands of our people. The mining corporations must know that now there is a dependable and reliable movement that is going to represent the interest of our people. Not those ones who will come and say we are demanding this, and then when their leaders are called on the side, they go and tell people to calm down. We can assure you, comrades, that there is no one who's going to tell us to calm down. We're going to fight until we have got the benefits of our people. It can't make sense that you have got coal mines in Lephalale, you have got platinum mines in Sekhukhune, and there are no clinics, there are no proper roads, when those mines are making billions of rands every month. We should refuse as the people of Limpopo to coexist with richness when we are poor ourselves. We must say enough is enough. And we have to say so because these other formations that exist here are not an alternative. They are not true representative of our people. So we need to go to mobilize in all the communities. Now, comrades, we already, the national chairperson has indicated that after this engagement, we are going to the Free State to meet with the volunteers of the Free State on Tuesday in Bloemfontein. But then on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday will be in the Eastern Cape to meet with two of the kingdoms that are recognized in the Eastern Cape, but also meet with the volunteers of Maibuya in the Eastern Cape. And thereafter we'll go to Mpumalanga to meet with the kings in Kangala, in Kwandebele, former Kwandebele, and then we'll go to Bushbuck Ridge. We'll go to Mbombela, we'll go to Nkomazi. We'll also go to Gert Sibande region to interact with the comrades, but also meet all the volunteers of Maibuya in Mpumalanga province. We'll thereafter go to the province of KwaZulu-Natal to interact with volunteers of Maibuya. So we have got volunteers of Maibuya in all the 11 regions of KwaZulu-Natal. And we have got invitations from different kingdoms and paramount chiefs, kings in different parts of KwaZulu-Natal whom we are going to visit. And ideally what we would want to do when we get to KwaZulu-Natal is to, before we visit all the other royal leaders, we should first go and appraise and see in Dlulamiti, Isilo Samabanda, King Mrs. Zulu Kazulitini, who despite so many attempts to destabilize him, is the legitimate king of the Zulu nation, who must be given the necessary respect by everyone, and is the king that will forever respect and will hold in high regards. He is currently, we have seen on social media, he is currently in London, but to be hosted not by the British people, there to be hosted by Africans who are in London to give him an award of African or Africa's Achievers Award. And we are fully in support and congratulate him on the work that he is doing. Now, comrades, when we leave here, we are going to circulate this membership form, which is a volunteer membership form. This membership form, when we declare, it says that I voluntarily complete and sign this form to express my support and willingness to participate in the Maibuya consultation process. I understand that this form serves as a volunteer registration and will later be converted into formal membership of the political party emerging out of this consultation process. I acknowledge and accept the founding values, principles, and objectives of Maibuya consultation process. I consent to the processing and secure storage of my information for organizational purposes in line with the party's relevant privacy laws and documents. I confirm that my participation is of my own free will without coercion, and I agree to abide by the discipline and the conduct of the party's democratic processes. Now, comrades, if we want to found a sound and disciplined organization, there are certain things that we must accept. I think some of the issues the Secretary General has already made highlights on. One is that we are not going to allow gatekeeping in Maibuya. The membership is open to everyone. So if you had differences with whoever in Mkonto Wesizo, which does not exist here in Limpopo, if you had differences with anyone in the EFF, you can't migrate with those differences to Maibuya. The differences that you had in the other side are not allowed this side. This side, we want people who are disciplined, who are starting from scratch. We do not want problems that are going to come on what so-and-so did, then these ones left us with the taxi when they were going to Orlando Stadium. All of those things that don't apply here. There are no problems of Orlando Stadium. There are no problems of anything here. Here we are starting from scratch, and everything else that we do must be guided by the decisions that we take. The other issue, comrades, is that we are not going to allow anyone in Maibuya to be disrespectful to anyone, including political opponents. Let's establish ourselves as a formidable movement that respects everyone. And here in Maibuya, we are compelled to respect and honor royal leadership and religious leaders. We are not a replacement of royal leadership and religious leaders in our communities. If anything, let's try and speak to all of them. The other principle, comrade, is that we are building a unitary organization, one organization. So once the national leadership has given a directive of what is to happen, what is to be done, such decisions are going to be binding in all the structures and volunteers of Maibuya. So there is no one who's going to say, yeah, we know national is saying we must take this direction, but as Mopani, we want to take a different route. It won't happen like that. The Secretary General has already said that we are in the process now of identifying leadership. And if you ask what criteria do we use to choose leadership, the process which we engage in, that we got to engage in, in selecting the leadership, we call it deliberative democracy. So deliberative democracy means that before we identify leadership, we sit down and discuss. If you say this person must be convener, we say why. There must be political reasons as to why a person must be a convener of the province, of the region, of the sub-region. And it must be sound political discussions. Not, I want this person to be convener because we speak the same language. Not that I want this person to be convener because they gave me money. It's political discussions that we follow, and deliberative democracy will form part of the leadership selection process of Africa Maibuya movement, so that there is proper political reasoning on all the leadership that is identified for different leadership roles. But what is good about that process is that if we discussed that we are identifying this comrade as a convener or coordinator, if they move out of those values and characteristics that made them to be given that responsibility, it means we are allowed to change our minds as well. If your task as the leadership of the province is that we are going to live, at least for this week, we will leave at least 2,000 membership forms per region. It's not impossible to could recruit 10,000 members here in the province of Limpopo within the next 14 days. And if those who are identified as leadership of regions and sub-regions are unable to give us 2,000 members in Mopani, in Vembe, in Capricorn, in Skukune and Waterberg, then they must explain to us why should they continue to associate with us. Because we are not people of laziness. We are not people that do not know what we are doing. We are establishing the organization, the movement. By the time we announce the movement, its colors, its constitution, and finalize everything, there must be presence of the organization in all the wards of this province. We can't announce an organization and people still are looking around for it. Where is this organization? We do not want to exist in the media. We want to exist on the ground. There must be Maibuya in all corners of this province. I can tell you now, comrades, that if we start our work today consistently and persistently, come 2026, we are going to take over these municipalities in this province. We are going to rescue the people of Limpopo in all the regions and give proper and clean government. And we are not going to be just a replacement so that we can be tenderpreneurs and steal money of government in the name of revolution. There are political parties in this country, in this province, who even when they're in opposition, they negotiate tenders everywhere. They are buddies with the ruling party. Go and check what was the crisis in Tabazimbi. Those who come from Tabazimbi will know. Go and check what was the crisis in Modumole Mukhopong, because those municipalities were hung. And go and ask who are the people who have been negotiating tenders there. Go and check the crisis here in Polokwane with no water, with a dysfunctional municipality. Go and check who has been negotiating tenders here. And the people had voted for some of these people who they view that they are going to represent an alternative, but they go and join in the band together with it. That is not going to be Maibuya. Maibuya must be a true alternative that must bring hope to the lives of our people. That must change as to how we govern all the municipalities here. Comrades, the political question that we are making an assessment on is that whatever you do, you can't save the African National Congress. It's dying and is going to die. It's terminally ill. How do you have an organization with a police minister who associates with criminals? And it's not like these comrades did not know. It's not like Ramaphosa did not know the activities of a minister of police. He knows exactly what they are doing. That is what they do, all of them. They know it, they know very well what is happening with the... And the people are supposed to be protecting us from criminals. But they're protecting criminals against us. And you think that such an organization must continue to be given power to lead society? We can't allow that to happen. Now that we know, and the people of South Africa are beginning to show that the ANC is dissipating, we are now left with two biggest black political organizations. One is Umkhonto weSizwe. The less said about Umkhonto weSizwe, the better. Some of us had thought that we can consolidate all the progressive forces around Umkhonto weSizwe. But we can tell you now without doubt that it is not a correct instrument to lead the revolution in South Africa. And this we are not gossiping about. We said it inside Umkhonto. There is no one who can threaten me with anything. That is why, even about those other ones, I don't want to even talk about. There's nothing. But if you were to check the conduct and the things that they do, you will realize that our people are defenseless. Our people do not have any fighting instrument. That is why we have to constitute Maibuye Africa as an alternate movement that is going to inspire hope for the people of South Africa. And the good thing about the clarion call of Maibuye Africa is that despite what appeared to be ideological or political differences between those who associated with the Congress movement and those who are associated with the Pan-African movement, the Pan-Africanist movement, and those who are associated with the Black Consciousness movement, when they were fighting against colonialism and apartheid, what united them was the clarion call of Maibuye Africa. Africa Maibuye. So that is the uniting spirit. 2/3 we want, but 2/3 must happen under Maibuye Africa, so that we can change the lives of the people, not under some Mickey Mouse organization that is run by a family and take family decisions as if it's political decisions. And comrades, we are not going to speak bad or insult President Zuma or any other president of any organization. We're not concerned about that. Our focus is on developing a common agenda, a common program of true liberation, a common program that is going to emancipate our people. And that is what all of us must work on. There is nothing that constitutes the future now politically except this program of Maibuye Africa. So comrades, thank you very much that you came as volunteers of Maibuye Africa from all the 22 sub-regions of the province and all the 5 regions. We have to consolidate a clear framework I think before we even go any further, we must get to listen so that the leadership here leaves the province with a clear view as to what is the thinking in terms of all the sub-regions and what do we do differently. How do we strengthen ourselves? When we speak, comrades, let us speak in the languages that we are comfortable with. So even if you don't understand the other person's language, let's be tolerant enough to listen to each other. Ourselves here in the Presidium, we understand all the languages that you will speak in. So let's be tolerant when comrades are making input as to what is to be done. How do we strengthen the organization? How do we differentiate the organization from other organizations? We are a very lively organization. We start already, we've got medical doctors that go with us everywhere. There is no organization that have got medical doctors and health practitioners with them every day. Ourselves, we are safe. So when you come to a meeting of Maibuye, you know that you are safe all the time. Someone was saying that when we are doing the screening there, we are testing drugs of people before they join Maibuye. Drugs are taken elsewhere, not here. Thank you very much, comrades. We are going to allow the leadership to facilitate the process of taking hands, and then we'll receive inputs from all of us. If there are issues that we have to respond to, we are going to come to respond and give a clear way forward on what is to be done. Amandla, Maibuye, yeah, Africa, Maibuye, yeah, Africa. Thank you very much, Chairperson.
Thank you very much, Comrade, National Convener of the Maibuye consultation process, Comrade Shivambu, for articulating and asserting the position of Maibuye consultation without fear that we are leaders all over who has taken this baton, and we are going to speak without fear. We are not going to be apologetic about a movement which is going to liberate our people. 30 years into democracy, the ANC couldn't do that. The rest who came after, they just became something else. We are Maibuye, and we are going to make sure that change happens. I'm now going to allow comrades from all the 5 regions of Limpopo province to rise and speak on issues that needs clarification. The communication team has got the microphone with them. I'm now going to note hands. This is our own consultation. As leaders from all 5 regions, when we rise and speak, let us articulate on how are we going to strengthen this movement moving forward. And what is it that we can do as a collective to build this formidable force. Now, let us speak in the language that we are comfortable in. I'm going to start with this row. It's okay, I will come there. Let us give each other a chance, and comrades, let us please be on point and brief. Thank you. There are a few hands here. This row, the 3 of them, I've noted them. The next one, in that order, comrades. Let us be orderly. I haven't noted the people who are here. Yes. I have not noted, comrades, yeah. I have not noted you yet. I'm on this row. We start here, on, yes, the very same row. When you rise, comrades, let's introduce ourselves, our name, surname, where we come from, the region, the sub-region, and if you are representing any constituency, mention that. Thank you.
Revolutionary greetings to the entire leadership of the Maibuye consultation processes from the provincial level up to the national level. And special revolutionary greetings to our president, Floyd Shivambu. My name is Khadi Mujapelo. I was born and bred in Sebayeng, under Khoshi Dikhale, but now I work as a medical care provider at one of the hospitals in Greater Dubatse, Skukune district, Greater Dubatse municipality. So, by mentioning that our convener is now the president, it's just answering the first question to say, is there any need for us to form a political party? And that is definitely yes, there is a need to form a political party. And the question that comes after is, what is the characteristics that is going to differentiate us from other political parties that claim to be representing the poor, the working class, and particularly the black people? So the type of leadership that we need to be unapologetic about the description of the type of leadership that we need in this movement. So my submission is, we need, first and foremost, we need a selfless and a modest leader. A leader who knows that he's going to serve the people, not themselves. We need leaders who live a simple life, who will remain humble, who will remain respectful. We need leaders who remember that being in leadership is responsibility to give services to the people, not an entitlement or a title to wealth, richness, or comfortability. We need type of leaders that they can sacrifice their personal comfortability for the collective good of the poor masses of our country. We need leaders who will know that the hands that feeds you is the one that will control you. That is why we are seeing some ministers are being remotely controlled by criminals.
As we conclude, comrade.
Okay, fine. In conclusion, what I want to add is before any comrade can be presented as a leader, we should do a thorough vetting of every leader, because we'll find people coming here which have questionable characters, and then they're infiltrating us in order to destroy us. And after that, after vetting them and seeing that they are fit, we need to give them oath of office. They should declare an oath of office. An oath of office, not like that one of going to parliament, MPLs and all of that. The one that belongs to the organization. I've got the draft of that. If time allows, I can present what I have in mind. Then, comrades, let us continue fighting for justice, dignity, and freedom for all, because the struggle continues. The struggle continues. A luta continua. A luta continua. Maibuye Africa. If Africa maibuye. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Comrades, let's raise our issues briefly. And if there are any issues that we are leaving behind, we will make an announcement on the contact email on where to send all the remaining inputs. So let us be brief, comrades, so that all of us can be given an opportunity. We are having a full hall here, and other comrades are on the extension of this hall. So let us be economic with time and let's manage it very well. Hand over the microphone, thank you.
Thank you. All protocol observed. Gikiabi Raymond Ravtata from Zanin Municipality, Andamobani, Ward 10, Butuba Village. Gialeboa Geguelaure, my buye, Itilegan Dungwe, a different. Yasu Twane, Legend which you rejoga Guarajona, Jadler de Zemamula. Kikule babulelaure uilo bala mahatu the criteria ya evailo ya issue mesa o appointa the ground forces abawe o level laure yo gemulo velo kwa amajaji gabulelo o ba ga re na una le chelete ing italusa gugulo kwa ga ba talusa motho mo le mo bailo mo level laure na e ba re ke sibuleleli na gennet na mishumo yawe ya neo ya fita na re amtseba wila abae no ba wila ali ina na go ya raure bato ba lebelela rena ka nnete motho ba kere ke chairperson na o dieleni ka ena ba kere o dieleni o dina ke kwa ka re ntwewe it's quite different ka kwa re be re lebella ona ka the appointment be tsamaya ka ditšhono the appointment be tsamaya ka re motho no chelete di be tsamaya ka re motho o mongwe ba ba language ka IT. So if then we are going to work ka tsela ya appointment am khono we this organization it lo ya bail and ntwewe e re fa courage gare a tseba re ka kwa re go ka ona a re nya go apara go mra bodi ai uno kra o bereka o le ground force o di no tšea moka when coming to appointment o tona magala go lla motho o mo a o tsebe le rena ke mang that person is there and the collapse je lo je dintši lo jona jeo so ke rata o betela ntwe we matso or if then they can go through that this organization it lo phela ra lecha the proximity le ding lo je dintšintši ye mongwe le mongwe amen amandla
Ra leboga. Yes, let's finish this row.
Amandla, protocol observed, Naganat Live Pilusa from Zanin region, Mopani district, Ward 9. My question for the leadership, because this consultation process, its ultimate aim is to establish a people's revolutionary movement. My question is, what is going to be our system of administration? Because on the one hand, we want our people to have more power on the local level. And then on the other hand, we also want a revolutionary regime that will deliver change. So my question is, will a Maibue government incorporate a federal system which will allow our communities to have greater access or more power over local affairs? Or will we have a unitary presidential system which will give our future president, Brother Floyd, necessary constitutional powers to deliver change directly? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can we move to the next row?
Maibuye Africa.
Maibuye.
Ntaranda kukensa leadership ya Maibuye ni kensa na President Floyd Shivambu. Yeah, what I want to say, I'll be very brief. I don't belong to any political party. I don't have any membership because I didn't see a reason. But since Maibuye formed this organization,
can we introduce ourselves all the time, comrades?
Oh, sorry, my apology.
We need to know each other, no matter how many times we introduce ourselves.
All right. Sansa Kosa, nita ikutsala numa agiani katomo, mara currently I'm here in Polokwane by work. So, thank you. Yeah, so as I was saying, I didn't see a reason of joining any political party because all I saw, it was tired people with tired mind without solution. But since Maibuye came, I saw a need of being part of this organization, being part of this process, and here more I've been following.
We are going to finish this row and then move to the middle row. Yes. I'm going to come to you, comrades.
Greetings to the leadership of the Maibuye. My name is Kosi Morena from Mangwe. Pass, just to bring them in attention. We as South Africans, especially from the local level and to the regional, provincial, and to the national, they are essential. These factors are very essential, and I would ask the leadership to look and not to ignore them. As we are standing as a country now, we have, I don't know if I can say the leadership need to prioritize these factors, these urgent matters which need to be addressed in South Africa. We all know what is happening today, and we all understand what is needed, not only on the national level under the Capricorn sub-region, one of the members of the structures from the sub-region. So I'm asking that the leadership should prioritize the issues which are more critical in all national level. And the provincial, it has to do the same in the provincial level. And the district, the same. The sub-region, they have to do the same. If we can prioritize these issues, we understand our complications that we are facing in the municipal level.
Membership fear. Maybe if my boy a price reasonable because of those citizens, they are not working, they're not employed, as we know that the rate of unemployment is very high. So if maybe reject corruption issues, membership party, though a head of labor desk for the whole Mopani before union official. I was the head of the labor desk here for the whole Mopani. Then leadership, this membership, we were requesting 10 rand. How about maybe we go down little? Recently, MK and Rabba Joinisa. Then now maybe they will give us a tough time when it comes to money to raise another money for joining my boy. Thank you, leadership.
Thank you. Let's pass the microphone next to the gentleman who just spoke now. Thank you.
National and local in all your various positions. Lena la ka nomen muila and then Letaba region. I've got many issues, but I'm just going to focus on one burning issue that brought me here. Nagiberega in the field of counseling. I'm a social worker, and I also have an honors in psychology. So my problem is this. This is the gentleman that brought me here today. Again, I 10 years to go over any politically active, because all parties that I was joining, they always said, you are too high. Yeah, you are too intellectual, you are too creative. Right now, as I'm speaking, the qualifications in 3 high schools. They are rejecting me to come and do a psychosocial activities. The 3 principals are always saying he's going to see even things that we don't want him to see. So my plea very shortly is this. Comrade Floyd, go and make sure that the composition of our branches have got every skill, theoretical as well as manual. Because if I'm going to a school where the principal is any other funny names that I can't even mention, the skill from Trefulop, they can benefit my village. And I became a social worker and a psychologist because I saw problems even on my own life as I was growing up. I cannot counsel children in our schools, go wholesale those courses, because the ANC principals are rejecting me directly in my face, sitting with them. They request everything. Mwalela secretary this, I write. Write this, I write. They ask all questions, I answer. But as I'm telling you, on our way here. 3 principals. One of them is even suicidal. And then I close it there. Himself, And I'm hearing it because I pick up issues in the community. And I get when you do counseling, something, wherever you are sitting, you are sniffing issues, you are listening, you are hearing. Some are even dying in the schools, and I want to help them too, even the staff.
Is how does it need to be guided, or how is it going to go? One, I want to submit to Comrade Chair to say that there must be a generational mixture. There must be youth and young people also into the national level and also into the provincial level, so that they can address the issues that are affected or affecting the young people into the province. There are issues like what GBV, the issues of unemployment, such issues. When you give someone who's 60 years old, they cannot relate to those particular issues. Just like what my brother is busy saying here. They cannot relate because they don't understand the life of high schools. They don't understand the life where we are facing us as unemployed youth people. So we are submitting to you that there must be a generational balance whereby even young people are included. Even if it's deputies, they can just be deputies so that they can advise there in that particular council to say, these are the issues that are faced. Remember, there are some things, I'm not trying to undermine Comrade President. There are people who are not even active on social media. And yet they are our leaders and we love them very well. But we are saying that they cannot see the challenges that are faced with our young people. If there's a break-in in Sishiro or a hospital is burning, I am on Twitter there at 5 a.m. I'm able to see it and say and tell the organization that these are the issues that we need to address. But them at that particular time, they are going to hear it by a phone call around 1 o'clock when the issue has already been resolved. Then we become an organization that does not address the issues of the people, but we become irrelevant. What I'm trying to say is that let us have a generational balance. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Comrades, no. Comrade with a white hat, I'm going to come to you. Not now. I'm finishing this row. Please note the comrades at the back. I'm noting 3 hands. 1, 2, 3. 4 with the microphone. With the one with the microphone. May we proceed?
Yes, thank you very much. Kalebito ke nna Seemo Mamuteti. I'm currently based in Molemole, Ward 4. Allow me first to pass my revolutionary greetings to the entire collective and the ground forces at large. So I think one of the issues that we need to also touch base on, it is what we are going to do when we live here. Because I have listened to all the speakers, but only few touched base with regard to what actually needs to happen on the ground. Because right now we've been told that we have volunteer membership forms. And those volunteer membership forms need to be filled. But the question is, how are we going to influence and convince our people to join? Here is my point. Number 1, we have so many unemployed youth in our communities. I think one of the first things that we must also prioritize is to try to gather them. Number 1, emerging entrepreneurs and others with different kind of skills, for instance. Because if you check those people, I've been in constant communication with some within my community, and I've realized that irrespective of what they are doing and what they've been doing, none of them has ever heard about the so-called database, Masipala or municipality. So it is our priority, and it should be a prerogative to all of us to go there and gather them according to their skills. And from there, we must advocate that their names be included in the database of the municipality. That's number 1. Number 2, we have schools. Our schools are confronted with a serious issue of crime within the schools, and also drugs are taking a lead in our schools. That is the reason why even our government agrees that the pass rate should be minimized. That is a clear sign to show that in other ways they're even telling us that our kids can no longer, their minds can no longer withhold an information that even constitutes 40% for them to pass. Now, what we are going to do as Maivuye, we must make the approach to go to schools. We must go to schools talk to the student SGB and also talk to the principal that we should also be given a platform to speak with the learners, motivate the learners. Then from there, after motivating the learners, we can be able to even now target those who are qualifying to vote and those that will be qualifying to vote next year. Then that's why we are also going to be given a chance, maybe for instance, to be allowed to put our gazebos outside the schools and everything. Then number 3, we have sports fraternities in our communities. We have soccer, we have netball. From here, we must also go to the ground and talk to those soccer players and talk to the management of those soccer teams, both soccer and netball, and try to identify the challenges that they are daily confronted with. Then from there, we can be able to see how can we assist as Maibui. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think within the municipal budget whatsoever, there has to be a certain amount that must be allocated to sport. And if that money is not utilized, then it means somebody somewhere within the municipality is utilizing that particular capital for wrong reasons. So I think we should just go there and target unemployed, target the schools, even our burial society. Some of us are Chokarad community, Unalidi society, Unalidi Krek and everything. We should just agree as volunteers of Maibuye to say, today we are going to this church, we are going to clean the church. There's a funeral nearby, we are going to attend the funeral. We must always be on the ground so that whenever people now need us, they know where to go. Thank you very much.
Thank you. There's a hand here that I've noted. Yes, there.
Reperile. Mina nivulavula ku mina Andrew Khanyi ni suka ka Madonsi xikulu ntina hosi ya mina la na ndhuna ya vona. Ni xeweta evurhangeri bya Maibuye consultation and everyone, all protocol observed. Xikombelo xa mina hikuva ni langusi from this 30 years a swi kha swi humelela a ni nge se tswariwa ka yin'wana ya minkarhi ya kona. We've noticed ku ri problem leyi nga kona yi nga more significant I ku the educational system yi pfumelela ku hi dyondzela ku ya tirha kun'wana. Perhaps if we should change the educational system, if we have authority, ku yi fana na matiko mo fana na vo China la ka ku vanhu loko va kha va kula they can able to work va ti tirhela vona. Because now we can say we can take over the mass municipalities and all those kinds of government entities. But loko ndawu yi ri tsanana it can't fit the entire. In 1994 when we take the government, at Dubai it was only 3 flats. But now when we go to vacation we go to Dubai. Meaning kuruba in province nine. Say let's focus on the meaning kuruba in province nine. Say let's focus on the way ya ku ichicha educational system. He don't disu imachela na tinjia. It did not help us. Thank you.
Thank you. The last 2 hands.
Thank you very much, Speaker. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge the esteemed speakers and everyone in the house. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Speaker, I've got 2, in fact 3, but one was covered by the speaker in blonde. Thank you, brother. I've got 2.
The name, please.
Oh, my
Let's
name. Sorry.
ourselves.
My apologies. My name is Dimitri Khanyao. I'm currently residing in Polokwane. I'm the former SRC president of TUT. Thank you very much. I have 2 questions. I have 2 things, Speaker. A mandate and a question. The mandate goes to Comrade Floyd, by the way. Yes. The question is the process of electing leadership, appointing leadership. Who gets to nominate these people, to propose these people, to submit the names of these people? Because you said it's going to be a transparent process where everyone will be included, despite of who they are and whatsoever. Yeah, but I want to understand who nominates the name, who gives the names, who brings the names of these people who are going to lead. Is it a process where people apply, or someone comes with a list of names and say, no, these are the preferred candidates, therefore let's start vetting them? Okay, thank you. Then another one, Speaker, Comrade Floyd,
here's a mandate to you. The mandate is we have enough politicians in the country. We don't want any more politicians. We need public servants. Go out there, be a public servant. When you emerge, which I'm 100% sure you'll do, be a public servant. Thank you.
Thank you very much. There is the last hand.
Thanks very much, Chairperson of the session. My name is Mudaumuramreli from Ward 11, Collins Chavan. So we, as residents of Limpopo, are very much tired of politicians who, by the way, I'm the former chairperson of the Takuse Youth Development Forum and the current chairperson of Sundani Development Forum. So we're very much tired about these politicians who comes and promise us a lot of things. We will. We're very much tired of these dreams that they always promise us. We're saying that as Maibuye, soon we're going to go to 2026 elections. You will find that we will be having a budget of elections of approximately 50 million that we can manage to fundraise. Let's redirect the money to what will always be on the side of the communities, where at least if we are saying that we've got a rally in which we're going to have, let's say in Limpopo, and we go and spend 2 million for just one day, instead of using that 2 million to go and drill bowls, with 2 million, a maximum that we drill a bowl in Limpopo, it's 30,000. If we're calculating very well, it means that we're going to have 66 bowls that we can drill in Limpopo. And that thing is going to be staying with all the community members around Limpopo for the rest of their life. And they will always remember that this bowl was brought by Maibuye Africa in our community. And it will make sure that it gives us numbers on the ground. Thanks very much.
Thank you. I'm now going to, in the same females. Can I get a hand to the side? Here's a hand. Can I note another one? Female comrades. There's another hand. 2, 3, 4 hands. Yes. Of the female comrades in that order.
Nakhensa swinene I Maluleke Portia kusuka eGiyani awa 2 ka Mavuza. Ni rhandza ku xeweta leadership na ma comrades hinkwenu. Se leswi me ni nga swi khoma la a swi tala ngopfu ni ta summarize. I want to thank our future president who said this movement is defensive. It means a lot. Let's clap hands for our future president. Leswiwani swi vula yini na hi na ti-problems lomu ka ti-communities. Leswi vulaka ku ri Maibuye loko hi ku sweswi gezi ri timekile ka van'wana ri le ku layiteni hi ya pfunekisa ku yini. Swi vula ku loko hi vitana Maibuye yi fane yi attendiwa issue yaleyo na tin'wana to tala hi ta va hi kha hi ti-detaila tanihiloko va kombisile ku ta va ku ri na email ya ku communicate. Lava ku ya vulavula hi leyi ya employment HR yi kha yi katsa hina youth na vanhu hinkwavo ku loko movement yi ta sungula ku tirha kumbe yi ri ku tirheni a hi yeni hi ya nghenelela privately kumbe public hi vona ku ri ku thorisiwa ku yini hi le ku kaka yini sweswi u dyondzini u dyondzangi swa fana hi mhaka ya ku mintirho ku nikanisiwa hi leswi ku nikanisiwaka swona kwele tihofisini. Se hi lava ku tiva process ya HR until yi fika amakumu hi nga ri hi vona se khula each and every Friday ti kha ti huma mara hi swi tivi ku ti helela kwihi hi karhele hi swona leswo taniya. Se swi ta ya swi kha swi ya ka ti-public hi kha hi vona ku tikhampani ti thorisa ku yini maholele ku na vanhu lava nga ku tirheni ku va kuma 2.5 hi kha hi twa ku ri salary scale xa law xi fanele xi va 5.5. Se hinkwaswo ta va hi kha hi swi submita hinkwaswo swo fanisana sweswo. Lava ku ya aka leadership ka vanhu lava nga ta va responsible kusuka aka national provincial regions VDs to ward. A hi veneni trustworthy loko ho kota ku tshembeka in terms of communication information ya break hi swo swi nga ta hi dlayela movement. Loko national yi tisa information loko swi fika ka province swi ya swi kha swi dedeleka se ha kuma information ya straight like the resources na transportation na sweswi ku va hi fika la ku na information yi kha yi break. Se ha sungula the volunteers as leaders a hi ve trustworthy swi ta endla ku hi kota ku famba kahle hi nga holovi ku ya fikelela loko se ku kha ku deployiwa ti-leaders ka tindhawu hinkwato hi swona swi nga ta endla ku hi va na unity hi va mechanism leyi nga ta hi yisa kule as Mayivuya eAfrica men's leadership loko yi ri defensive ho la ku twa yi announce-iwa official because vanhu vele ku hi vutiseleni ku kasi se mi ngo tsutsumela a mo wela na mara na ku tshemba ku i movement leyi yi nga ta hi yisa akule hi ya teka timasipala hi kota ku ti defenda hi mhaka ku se hi swi vonini ku ti-movement letin'wana a ti hi defend. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's finish with these comrades on the side, the two hands there, and then we can move to the back.
Thobela. You are about Mogi Fortunate Mapunya from Ward 10, Zaneni. Namogi Atagari Bujiso, more affluent. Gidi lega umubuja, lega umubela. Gina mulobe retreat, gina brakali abana babalobetu. Floyd Nagere Mokatoa Maibuye. Go do kirle drisa. Or process geology or late drisa. Warena rejaile ready. Vula Makato Remete Maibuye. Remete Maibuye ready. And Evile Erega Guabulo Beru Zaneni. Remete Maibuye. Gobalar le Pagisega Bela. Le Pagisega Bela membership for more. Robert Keshomaye. Mowe nkena buji so agenya gri buji so fela zibalore ruya med full support bula mkhato.
Thank you, comrades.
Samatomo gire protocol observed. Ereni gelebwe o bagagara mkhato. Nabo zibuzi consultation ngelaga leo diritsingi jana go gamata robela do tsena ground in le di formo re bereke re ready o lwantswa yewini ene sa sengwe gape as volunteers go bothokwa gore ana bjale re je role ya nngwe le ya nngwe ya already community engagement re be ka gare ga tsona ntongwe le ngwe di ya community a re bene ba mathomo as Mayivuya re be ka gare ga yona ke ka di kereken ke di mission ja di coroni a re bene gona ba ona le ba shwa ba sokola ba na le di funeral a re jieni ka role re twela o tshenya bo etsa pele re tsane ka gare re tsanele le re assist e le rona le koloi tsana ka go ba ke le di khonyo ba metsi o ba thuse ka passport shane yane ba re fileo ba to ba ya re ba khona re berekela mokhato ga mo ala ka consult re ngakele ndi formo re bereke re ya re ke ba dielana dilo jara jeo eri emiso eki emiso ke maria ke ready o re ke na le di councilor ra je ka tsane ndi bo ready to resign ba ba join Mayivuya ba nyaka di form ya lebo.
Thank you very much. Let's move, comrades.
Thobela. Na ke nna mapefo a matoa ke nna wa mole Capricorn ya rena nna nka re ke na le gaba ya sports ka mo site la sports re a belaela because here re thoma ndati Floyd re tsene ka sports ne re lebelela bana ka Monterato wa rena le gaba ya hore ka nna ke ratile bo social worker ke holo ra social worker e swantse ba hona ka dinako ka moka then he ke tholeile kwa ka ka ra wela ka ra sports re lebela re nyoko ntšhabana strateng mara ntho re twesa bothoko ka ra sports mo re be re etsa re botsa ba megatho e re be re phela ka hara yona re ba bolemosa gore na le thokeo ya di 1 2 3 re a tshepiswa re fulfile so re be re sa tsena mo le re healthy le sports le se recognize kudu le ka ra netball le ka ra ntho cause le he re bolela ka sports o no kra le tsena ka ra sports mara la tsena ka ra football la lebala netball so e gona ya phela re sepela dipoleke tse ka moka re ya ke searcha ka mo digotone mara re na le batho ba ba ka re di a gore re bone gore mata ke a rena then ke a leboga.
Enhlikani mina hi mina mamsi wa ka Mabundza wa ku huma award 13 ra mina rito i ku president our future president ma
O tswa ku what 13 ko kae?
ko Risinga Giyani.
Risinga.
Yes. President Floyd ma hlwerisa hina hi tolovele ku tirha hi nyikeni ti resources ya tirha hi nyikeni ti form hi nyikeni swikipa ya tirha ba kona vanhu lava va nga yimela kambe ka nkarhi wa sweswi a hi koti ku va convince hi ri hava sweswo.
Thank you, Brenda. Hand over the mic to her.
Nkensini rhandza ku xeweta varhangeri va hina hinkwavo. Vito hi me Brenda Mathebula ni humaka wa 24 a Giyani. So submission ya mehe ka varhangeri a ni ta submita ku mi establisha team ya ti social worker. More especially hina hi tshamaku ematikoxikaya kumbe a ti-village-ini. Hi na ti-challenges i kuma ku vakhegula va pfinyiwa vana va pfinyiwa van'wana i kuma ku ko va
Keep the mic closer.
ko va ku sele vana ntsena ka ndyangu walowo mara a va kumeki a va koti ku kuma mpfuno se hi boka ku as a community members hi kota ku va hlengela ku va kota ku dya hi mhaka ku swakudya loko swi ta eka le ka government swi ya nyikiwa tichomi kumbe vanhu lava a swi nga fanelangi ku va fika ka swona va swi fikelela se hi kombela ku tanihileswi mi nga establisha team ya ti-doctors mi hi establisha team ya ti-social workers ku loko hi hlangana ti-challenges hi kota ku swi rifelela ka n'we inkomu.
Thank you very much. Are we done with females this side? I'm now the last one, yes.
Na khensa ku nyikiwa nkarhi ni kha ni xeweta president wena na vurhangeri hinkwabyo ni kha ni xeweta macomrade hinkwawo. Mina ni Mukateko Maluleke Makhuvele village ka wa 34 Avembe district ka masipala wa Collins Chavani. Swo tala hi vulavuri na president tolo se ku namuntlha va hi nyike ku idea ku na tifomo ku hi fane hi ya se ya tirha. President Xichangani xi ri va tshika xo khoma hi voko hayi xele mbilwini i khale kha yi tirhisiwa like mi kuma ku vurhangeri kwele henhla a va swi tivi loko hi sungula ku tirha ngopfu ti-resource mi kuma ku ti-resource ta rhumeriwa mara mi to vona muti kha wu cincacinca vanhu lava hi fambaka ka vona kha hi va promisa ku swikipa mi ta swi kuma ene mi swi tiva ngopfu ku ri a ti-village-ini ngopfungopfu ka vakhegulu na vakhegulu vo tala swinene ti-vote i t-shirt ka vakhegulu. Mina la ni tshama kona ni 100% sure ku loko no famba ni ri na ti-resource ni khomi ti-t-shirt 95% na huma na yona ka village leyi ni tshamaka yona ku ti-party leti nga vakhegulu va ri a va ha vote mara ti-resource a ti fiki ka hina hi va ku hi ri underground ti helela kwale ti rhumeliwaka kona hi nkarhi wa ti-vote yi tirhisiwa ngopfu hi lavisiwa ti-transport mali yi nga fiki ya ti-transport leti hi nga organizisa hi lwa na vanhu va timovha ene mi kuma ku vurhangeri kwale henhla va ta mi hlamula ku ri a va swi tivi ene hikuva vanhu lava va tshembini va nga va fikisela mali mbo va pretend as like mali yi fikini ka hina lava ya hina hi nga va thola a va swi tivi ku mali a yi fikangi ya hina and a va swi tivi ku ri va ta va vutisa mani hi ku a va swi tivi ku hina hi va hi rhumiwe hi mali ene loko se hi teka ti-contact ta lava hi nga va thola hi ku ri va lavula na munhu loko va fonela munhu a ku mani va tivi a ni tirhi kona kwalano se swo lava na vurhangeri lebyiwani swi landzelerisiwa loko se ti-resource ti fanele ti fika ka hina hi fanele hi ya tirha ku tirha hi tiyimiselini tifomo a ti-resource a ti fikela vanhu hinkwenu hi tirha hi chuchekini ku mayive ya hi lava ku ri hi continue ya mahlweni na khensa.
Thank you very much. Comrades, we are here now. Comrades on their feet in the middle.
Manja. Oh, wait, top. Comrades, my name is Comrade Seposhole, the former provincial chairperson and secretary of SASCO in Limpopo. I am not going to shy away that I'm an affiliated member of the African National Congress. But I'm in this particular consultation process because Comrade Floyd invited all members of society to form part of the consultation process in an attempt to rescue the revolution. That's why we're here. So I want to, upon my arrival here, we chanted slogans, and obviously those slogans were in the midst, guided by the revolutionary spirit that we at least believe that Maibui is going to provide us a platform to ideologically debate issues. Because in the parties that we belong in, as a member of the African National Congress, comfortably telling you, we have a culture where comrades do no longer appreciate debate and ideology. And we're here because we believe that Maibui is going to give us a platform. Not because we love Comrade Floyd, of course we love him, but he's not the best that the country can produce. But because he's providing, or we believe that Maibui will provide a platform to engage rigorously about the matters of this country, that is why we're here. Even when they see us, we'll tell them that we're there because this is a consultation process, not of members of Maibui, but members of society. Comrade Floyd, I think one thing that we must caution ourselves, and I've made that observation, not to say that I'm saying leaders who are here were wrong. The idea that you're going to be the president, it's not what we must push now to the people. Because we're in a consultation process. I don't know if I'm making a political sense. Comrade Floyd is very clear, resolute, and sound. We would wish him to be the president. But how do we differentiate ourselves from cult movements that are there? Our character must be different. We cannot say in a consultation process and say forward with President Floyd, we are consulting the ideology of the masses. What are the masses looking for before we project Comrade Floyd? So that he stands to be different from all these other leaders that are there. That is the submission I'm saying to the House. Or when we project Maibui, we must not say, Comrade Floyd, President. Look.
Comrades, can we be orderly as we conclude, comrades?
It's fine.
Can we be orderly, comrades?
Can I be protected? I'm protecting my lead.
We need to conclude on your points, comrades.
It's fine.
Yes.
Maybe I'm taking time to extend. You see. Am I protected, Chair?
Comrades, I'm going to call order. Can we conclude on this, comrade? Comrade, we are going to avail an email address. You can always make further submissions.
No, but why?
Thank you very much.
I'm cut short.
Finish the point. Finish the point, comrade. Let him finish the point.
Now, on the second point, Comrade Floyd, I think one thing that is very critical and important is that in this, one thing that I must tell you, you are doing something that these people of this country have been longing for. You are consulting the people. You are consulting the people. Don't be intimidated. Because you are doing something that this country is longing, consultation. As I conclude, leader, make sure that you are not going to be attacked by the media propaganda that exists. As a political party that is going to emerge, make sure that you build in-house your own progressive forces who are going to be in defense for you in terms of media, because media is the new war against politics that people don't understand. Go to institutions of higher learning. Create a platform for young people to come and project Maibui as it is against the media propaganda that is going to be.
Thobela. Wa bolela mo ke modiwa Jozitube gona mo Polokwane sub-region go tswa ga Kgoshi Makgoba. Ke mogoma ka ga Kgoshi Makgoba ebile ke le mongwaledi wa bona. Ye ke tlisitseng, it's only an input. gobane go tše dingwe tša mešomo ye re šomang ka yona re šoma le the global indigenous kingdoms ra buša ra šoma gape le organization e bitšwa ke South African Royal Kingdoms ye e leadang ke bo kgoši mogolo botho e na le magoši a mantšinyana empa ke a South Africa fela gomme ye ya global kingdoms e swere magoši lefase ka mokana ga lona jwalo e reng ke re ganyane ke re input ye ke re lekang gore ke e bee ke input ye re hwetšang ka gare ga the constitution ka mokana ga tšona e leng the recognition of traditional leaders gomme ge re lebelela recognition of traditional leaders
Ward 27 in Collins Chabani, under Wembe district, but I'm currently under Capricorn. Under Wembe district, but I'm currently under Capricorn. My take to Maibuye is only two things. Can Maibuye please be a political movement that is going to interact and engage with our community members? Precisely because services are not delivered to our people. And can Maibuye not be like other political parties who, when they want people to vote for them, they go and give them food?
Thank you very much for the opportunity, President or convener. My name is Zati Mashawa from Skukune, Fetahom towards the region. My submission is going to be very short, President. It's about workers or the working class. I can acknowledge and see that Mausa is already on board. But my submission is that how do we bring the whole sector in broader sense into the Maibuye consultation process? Today, as we speak, majority of workers in Skukune in mines are being retrenched. And there is no fighting force because we know the unions which they have stood their hope in them have abandoned them and they are aligned to the ANC. So how do we bring the working class into Maibuye? That's my submission. Secondly and shortly, President, we are very hurt. Very, very, very hurt. We are tired of changing t-shirts going around. You are our last hope. That's my reminder. Please, President, take us to the promised land, the land of honey for everyone here in South Africa and Africa in general. Maibuye.
Thank you very much.
In 2011, loko ANC yi endla leswa so gatekeeper vanchicha loyi akulabuwa yon aka award yayi. I was the chairperson niya hosha independent. Na sweswi aka award yayi no va fike va endla sweswo ni hosha independent. Va swi tiva ku in numbers and loko va ha ri kun'wana a va ta kombela ku komberiwa ka me ka ku hi kombela ku ri loko mi vota independent hina mi nyika PR na region. So a yeni hi ya tirha. Mina na tembisa ku ri if tifomo tiri kona na loko ri ku aku tivisiwini a ni ta tsaka ngopfu ku ni va wo sungula ku va mi ta lonja branch le a branchini ya mina. Lastly ni nga tsaka ngopfu kwalala ma swi vona ku ni rhandza ngopfu kepisi. One of you a ni nyikete kepisi and a ni ta tsaka loko yi huma ka president.
Thank you very much.
I'm coming to you. We're just doing one. Comrade, you can relax. We're coming to you. Just take the comrade there. We're coming to this moment.
Tako lebo Musora Mudiro national chairperson arena. Retamishe chomo taflenya lena schabasa Maibuye ke letamishe. Ke matala Patrick. Ke tswa ko Skukune. Re a dumela Dr. Floyd Shivambu or Maibuye must proceed. Ke khalanyana re emetse taba tsa go tshwana le tse. Mo re tswang gona wa fisha. Re tswa somewhere wa fisha ntate Floyd o tsebe taba wa fisha be re kwa go fisha kae kae. re a go leboga o tlile mo o tlo re hlatlola dintlha tše pedinyana tše tharo fela mo proposal ya ka ya mathomo mo tabeng ya maibuye consultation. Please man, scrap this thing ya region this, region that. It's like a method or different. How many national people who are responsible for provinces that they will report directly? How many provincial members? We've got 22 municipalities. If they can be 22, they'll report each and every municipality direct. The information that is valid and important, evaporate because of these many structures. Give the province power to lead us. Forget about the region. That's where squabbles come from. That's where the divisions come from. That's where whatever that you don't want. Because background information from the table of the province. Leadership, Dr. Floyd. Scraper the regions. They don't add value to the movement, to the to the growth. Yeah, each and every organization. Akenya go tsenela thata mo setse re di bone ge re bolela le batho ba re bolela le no palo wa tikoro reng a re tlogele region batho ba ba nyakang organization ba go di sub region. I don't know tlo dira jwang ka di metros but ba nyakang mogatlo wa hao ba nyaka o tsweletsa re o bone ba go di sub region. They can lead ba ka leader le ka nnete ba go fa the proper report. These things are hey ke nna ke tshwere Sekhukhune ke tshwere Vhembe ke tshwere it is not going to work for us. Thank you very much. E re ke tswele ya engwashi ke di ke bohlokwa thata. Nko wa bitse ba le ba go opela a go be le pina tša maibuye re di reke re bine and then nna mo ke tswang gona ke tswa dipolaseng ke rata go tlhalosetša Dr. Floyd ne dipolase tše ke tswang go tsona ge re le gopela mebereko mona re wa gopela go Mashona before ka bolela le gowa you must speak to Shona person dipolase ka moka di-supervisor tša dipolase tša Mabolol Groblersdal ke Mashona re swantse re phapate pele before ka kry-a mebereko dira gore region engwe le engwe a re ilo e leng taba region engwe le ke tswa Sekhukhune a ke na diploma degree a ke na degree in whatever a ke na dikepiso mara ke kgolobe di kampalela wa tseba re why mo ke tswang gona go na university dira gore Sekhukhune le di region tše ding it must be from the parliament. Every region must have a university. It must be a must. Ke a feleletša le se ke la mphela pelo ke tša mopedi tša mafelo a re tsene mola tabeng ya di-spiritual dikereke tša moya le tše tša di-traditional go na le bohlakenyana molema ba re ke tshwase ka 50,000 ke tlo e tšea kae gape calling a e need 50,000 ke rao le tsona tše le di-zoomeng tšeo tša gore ka mofase ga ntwele ba reng ke botse jehova go na le bohlake ka mofase ke a go lebo.
Comrades, I would love to belong to the capital. And the black masses are still unemployed. And the second one is now beautiful policies and everything. It's greed. Everyone wanted to be a leader. And to be a revolutionary, you don't need a position to be a revolutionary. But people are fighting for positions. And that has actually derailed many political parties that were actually promising. But greed became a problem. I would love to make a submission, Comrade President, that we need to have a way. I saw one of the ministers tweeting a fake content of a particular legislation. This is a minister, and she tweeted something, so it means the minister is not really well conversant with South African legislations. So when we go to the municipalities and we go to the provincial legislatures, we go to the National Assembly, we must be ready to govern. We must not start scrambling and we don't know what we are doing. So we request the School of Governance, both governance and ideological, capacity building. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Tobela, the comrades. Na maina Lwalane, Joseph Morab. Kejwa Makudu Tamara, Ward 18, Region Sekhukhune. Lena ke mongwa batho ba le hore ke bile an activist ke tsene mo ka tsena mo le hono ke nagana hore ke mo mafelelong Comrade Floyd. So Comrade Floyd, commanders ka moka ga rena re le mo go na le ntho e nngwe e le gore a re e tlhokomele mo gare ga rena ke go disrespectana rena ka borena ge re tloga mo gone jwalo ga re sa hlomphana and ntho eo ke yone e dirang gore re destroye image ya motho e mongwe jwalo be ke kgopela gore ka gore mo ke Maiboye Africa re kwešiše gore leina le reng le re Maiboye Africa e ra gore ka moka ga rena re swantse go ba felo mo go tea le ge e ka ba e le gore nna se ke se bolelang ga o sepedišane le sone se be ka gare ga molao Maiboye Africa e na le molao se be ka mo gare ga ona ke yone la ba bolelang ka Jozitube e ka se re thuše so ke a tšwa mo go eo another thing e le gore e gobatša ma-Africa ke melao e ya go tšwa ka ntle bona sa mathomo ba re o na le molato o na le mosadi ya gago o na le lapa a ya go bege kae kwa di-court ba tlogela bomang ba tlogela mo e le gore re tlo nyalana ntse e leng kae mo dikgošing so nto e tlo re destroya ka moka bana ba rena ga ba sa tlo dumela go nyala basadi le lebeleleng ntho eo ga ba sa tlo dumela because o tlo fotloga a ya mo a ratang ga o tlo mmotšiše gore monna o tswa kae o go iša court o napile o dirang wa go protection nto le ya protection e dira ntwa mo go nna le wena magoši ya kae ga a gona so go raya dilo tšeo re tshwanetse go traya gore ka Maiboye re boele morago re di lebelele gabotse so ke be ke ne gore ke fetse gannyane e nngwe Maiboye Africa ya rena ga e kgetholle batho le yena mogala jo ke seplan le yena go na le ba bantši ba ba swanago le yena ka Maiboye a re ba tlhokomeleng re ba beng ka mogare ba tlo re thuša ka dilo tše dintši ge re ya di-votong ba swantse ba e ba vote mara ge re dira tše ding and then re ba bja kae kwa thoko so ya mafelelo comrade president ke ya rena ba ile gore re be le di-veterans re be le di-soldiers before so ke kgopela gore o e hlokomele ga kudu banna ba gešo ba disgruntled too much ebile and then mentally ba gobala thank you
Ke a leboga.
Long live President Shivambu. Long live. Long live my president. Live. La taimana si vala vulisho nga vulala swaku iya hlwela this process. Aive ku Maiboye political party. Lo avala ke Chris Rikotso ativeka ku
Re kopa leina la gago.
My name is Chris Rikotso, well known by the name Dewan. I'm from AADP as a chairperson ya Limpopo. I just resigned. Iloko libone pet mabandla leadership mabandla aposte Maiboye. Then I followed President Shivambu. I resigned. And then so I called Mr. Mabandla. I said, no, I'm the member. Leadership, you are the Moses of our lifetime. We want to cross the Red Sea and the Nile and Jordan River to Canaan. Hallelujah. Comrade, leadership. You are our last hope. Nashamala, a total difference. Monim Jela, you can ask spokesperson Mavan. We can work the ground. Yesterday I bought this because I want to be like this. So you can metastakelan shokwe. So leshinga kon and propose aku membership for time being. Are we free? time I join Silvan, Maswana Gosuka, Numuhaker, set 20 rand, Sentala, Avatan Shop, Avat, people are not working. Let us make it so simple. Membership are free, then look say power, resources. Eli saying at a charge of 20 rand, 30 rand, just like that. So, Shambiri, my boy must not bill for Mashangani as the president of Mashangani. No. I not found our MK Mazulu. No. Ina venda mpeti muyini ndiele nyakanyak. My boy. So leshin kagunta na show. Kwambela resources t-shirts. Maswana niri. I'm from Chairperson province. Kuna la vanga Thailand. Votal. For mina, another opposition, I want to work the ground. So ntaka leswanga suvula leadership Brenda. Kat makata that health. Leadership, I was admitted at Kensan. This is too much painful. Avant that, mukap, soft forage. At 4 o'clock in the morning, they give the patient. He won 9. And it is cold. You cannot eat soft forage being cold. So, you must leadership, let the leadership go and check. From here, Aga Kensan Hospital, you go to Madam Lele Hospital. You will